Hey guys, welcome back to another week. I know I missed the organizational bandwagon on January, which was organizational month, but now that spring is here and the temperatures are a little warmer, it's easier to get out in the shop. My wife and I were kind of talking and everything's kind of renewed, including our desire to get things organized in the house. My wife is behind me cleaning out her bathroom cabinet because what we're trying to do is to organize this area right here, which is an off-the-shelf cabinet from Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever, and put in some retrofitted pull-out trays in the middle that will be underneath the plumbing, and probably put in a pull-out tray and maybe another pull-out tray above it, which will take care of a lot of the wasted space that's above. So that's the project this week.
Micro Jig, maker of the gripper. Work safer, work smarter.
Now, if I was to make the width of this pull-out the exact width of the opening minus the drawer slides, that would work, but the way that these Euro hinges work, the door actually sticks past the face frame just a little bit. So you have to take the measurement from the door to the face frame and not the inside face frame to inside face frame. Now we're just going to take a measurement from the face frame all the way to the back. And there's a little piece of 1/2 inch plywood back here that we just need to accommodate and notch out. Now we have a stop block set up here for the 1/2 inch piece that's on the very bottom, and we're just going to notch out that piece. And we're going to do this on 8 pieces. Now, while using the 1/4 inch spacer behind, we'll screw it to the cabinet. All right, now we're going to have about 12 drawers. There's going to be a lot of repetitive cuts because we're going to have 24 sides and 24 backs. So let's get to cutting. And we're first going to start by cutting a bunch of strips 3 inches wide. Okay, now before I go through all the trouble of changing out my blade for the dado stack to do the tongue and grooves on the sides and fronts, I'm going to go ahead and cut the bottoms. Now I found this piece of 3/16 inch beadboard that I'm going to use for the bottoms. I figured it'd be a little nice touch instead of a plain plywood bottom. It's pretty sturdy, and because the drawers aren't super wide and long, this should hold up nicely. All right, now we set the blade up for a 1/4 inch depth. Now generally when you make dados and grooves in pieces of wood, you only want to go about 1/3 of the distance. For instance, a 3/4 inch would only be a 1/4 inch depth. But because this is 1/2 inch, if I did that, it would only be 1/8 of an inch deep, and that's not really deep enough for what I want. So we're still going to make a 1/4 inch depth, which is only half the thickness of this 1/2 inch plywood. Okay, now that I've got all the grooves cut on every piece, we're just going to move the fence over just a tiny bit away from the blade, and then make a second pass. Okay, now we're going to cut the tongues for the front. They're going to be a 1/4 inch deep by a 1/4 inch wide. So in order to use the sacrificial fence in order to bury the blade in there, we've got to make the depth of the cut a little bit thicker than a 1/4 inch. So if we just add these 2 outer blades like this, it won't be quite enough. So in order to dial in that depth, we're going to add a skinny little chipper blade right in between the 2 outer blades. That way we can use the sacrificial fence and get the exact depth that we want. All right, now checking the depth, it looks like I'm still not quite there. You can see right there. So we're gonna adjust the fence out just a little bit more and take one more pass. Now that fits perfect. All right, now I've got the sides here and I need to make grooves here and on the other end to accept the tongue of the front. Put in the bottom, beadboard side up. And the other side. All right, there we have our dry fitted drawer, or pull-out tray, really. Looks good. My wife even thought she would lend a hand. Good job, honey. Boom! Hey, if you enjoy stuff like this, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have new woodworking videos just about every week. Also, check out my website at rhwoodshop.com. Subscribe to my newsletter and you won't miss a beat every time I make a new post on the website. This project certainly was fun, and it's giving us a lot more storage and organization space. When you can go from this to this, it makes it all worthwhile. My wife's going to be able to find a lot more storage now and organization with all of this, and it's going to be the same on my side. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was great fun. If you can find any organization in your shop or home, I urge you to just put your mind to it and think about how you can make something cluttered into organized. Something like pull-out trays are some of the easiest things to install and make. So I urge you to get out in your shop, make some of your own, and get organized. I will see you guys later. Don't forget my newsletter and my website, rhwoodshop.com. And if you have a question, be sure and email me at drewshort@rhwoodshop.com. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Be safe in your shops. Boom!